Hello and welcome to Asake Online. My name is Lesley Moyo and the program is Fix My City, where we focus on service delivery issues affecting the city of Bulawayo and the Matabeleland region as a whole. But in this particular program, we want to fix the environment, and our guest today is Mr. Kheyi Masuku, who is an environmentalist who is passionate about trees. So today we're talking about trees and the value of trees in our communities. So Mr. Kheyi has a budding nursery where he's planting trees, and he's going to tell us more why it is important for us to plant trees in our homes, to plant trees in our communities, and the value that they bring to our lives. So let's get to hear more from Mr. Masuku.
I started doing tree planting in 2008 after realizing the massive tree cutting, especially in Tabazinduna, where I come from. Over the years, I've been going from government offices to try and sell the idea of coming up, especially with the provincial tree nurseries, whereby the communities will be having a nearer place to get trees to plant at a very affordable price, or even if they can get them for free. So I visited Forest Commission, I visited the EMA, I visited the Minister of Land, and nothing is coming up. So now my main worry is that from 2008 up to now, this great idea has not been fully implemented. So now, if we take much longer, trees are, are, are continuously being cut. So now, with climate change showing its real signs, we are becoming, we are slowly getting into danger. If you can also notice the issue of COVID-19, trees play another role there by purifying the air. So now, when you look at the number of casualties in areas that had more trees and with areas which had lesser trees, you can see the importance of trees there in the COVID-19 reduction. And then we can go further. Matabeleland was not good for avocado production and the mango until for the past 10 years we are seeing a change, a shift, uh, that this site is also becoming a good place for mango and avocado production. So now with the government, with the government's vision 2030, I will urge the people of Zimbabwe to look into this thing seriously. Um, we can be the highest producer of avocados and mangoes in Africa, if not in the world, Be- because we, we've got plenty of land, we've got also plenty of water underneath. So now the only thing which is needed is for people to put their heads together and do this thing as fast as possible. It will also help in employment creation, while at least it give us some revenue in export receipts.
The plan that you have of having provincial tree nurseries, maybe just explain to us how you how that project is actually going to help, especially the way that you had planned it?
When we come to provincial nurseries, I was trying to come up with the idea whereby people would get the trees nearer where they stay, at the same time getting them at a very affordable uh, cost, because the average cost of a tree is ranging from 5 US to 20 US, of which very few of our people can manage to buy a tree at that much. Also, when we talk of provincial tree nurseries, we'll be trying to ensure to come up with the production of indigenous trees in that locality, so that the people, in conjunction with other government departments, can be encouraged to go and get the trees nearer them.
Earlier on, you touched on the importance of trees. You said that they help in purifying the air. Maybe what are some of the benefits of trees to us as human beings, or to the environment?
Yes, yeah, trees provide us with a number of things. Among them is fruit production. We can also sit under the trees. They can also provide us. They can also assist us in as a barricade of what storms, destruction. Animals also get some food from trees. Um, we can get in many things. We can also get into beekeeping if we plant a lot of trees, because you can't keep bees when we have got a few trees.
Okay. But maybe tell us about this nursery that you have here. When did you start it, and how has it been going so far, and what has been the response, maybe from the community, in terms of the work that you are doing?
Yeah, in fact, this project I started it as a pilot project to teach trees, to teach students how to produce a tree. My main concern, though, was on avocado production, because there are a lot of stories said about planting an avocado tree, but an avocado tree is simply planted by putting the seed. The pointed seed must look upwards. Why at least that part where it's stemming from the tree, it comes down, so it germinates. It is avocados have got 100% germination rate. So yes, the community appreciate the work I'm doing, though, as you are aware, the people, the people have got many challenges. You get to the moment, and I'm netting from COVID-19 COVID-19, loss of jobs, and other things. People are depressed, but they do consider my project as a very important tool in this society.
Maybe you can just take us through and show us some of the trees and tell us maybe the ways of planting them, in which areas are best suited for some of the trees that you have here.
This one we normally call it majanje. In English, it is called the Mexican pear. This fruit is we had been not much of this in my land, but for the past 10 years, it is proving that we can produce millions of them, and they are now doing very well in this side, probably because of climate change. So this tree can assist in a big way in food security, because when you plant a mango, in fact, this one starts ripening in between October and November, and then you go to mango in December and January, and then after that you will be enjoying your avocados in May, June, or July. So now, if we come up with orchards in our places of staying, we can reduce hunger by at least more than 40%. So we've also got munyi. Munyi of late is becoming a commercial fruit. As you can see in the market there, every year you can see tons and tons of it. So my dream was to produce as much as possible, because I do have a feeling that we can, if all the resources are there, we can produce over 1 billion munyi trees per year. It is possible. And then at the same time, whilst the people are harvesting it, it will also help birds and wildlife in their food security. These trees came with the white people long time ago, and they are proving to be excellent in preventing some storms. So my focus this year, 2022 to 2023, I'm offering 100 trees for each school in Zimbabwe for free. So now schools are encouraged to come and get these trees, and they are given on a first come and first collection basis. Remember, I'm giving each school 100 trees each, and then for the schools which don't have avocados, I am giving each school in Zimbabwe 5 trees each.
But still on avocados, how long does it take to start producing fruit?
Yes, it takes a minimum of 5 years. But now, when we talk of those um, provincial tree nursery, we will need to graft them, because this size of avocados I'm having at the moment will be ready for grafting by June, and June is right season for grafting. So the moment you graft it, the same year it produces a fruit.
Maybe what is grafting, if you can
Um,
explain further.
Grafting is a faster way of making a fruit producing fruit.
But then in terms of, I see there's a lot of work that has been put here. Uh, what are the challenges that you have? Do you have people that you are working with? I see there are these empty containers that you are planting the trees on.
Um,
How are you collecting them? Do you have people who are assisting you in terms
yeah,
of this project?
initially you are coming up with a good question. The beer, the beer which is packed in these containers is is causing a lot of what is causing a lot of environmental disaster. So now, if if we can pick all these tins and plant a tree, we can almost reduce the waste on the environment of these things by a big number, because we need all of them. Zimbabwe has got enough seed to be planted in these containers. But you see now, the challenges is on going around collecting them. After collecting them, you need to cut them. After cutting them, you will need the soil. So now, in executing this project, I am using my income. So now it is it is becoming sort of a burden in the family, because the family is saying, no, you are taking taking too much money in your project. So now I hire the guys to assist me in planting, but on city collection, I do it myself.
Do you collect the seeds? Do you buy the seeds, or you maybe go into the bush and you pick up some of
No,
it?
the seed is local available. Although seeds like of Muni and some other indigenous areas, you will have to go to another area, especially in Koko and Kai. The one for baobab. So now you can also you can also go out of the city. In fact, Zimbabwe has got enough tree seed. We have got enough. So another thing which I realized of late is in Wange. In Wange, they do have avocados. So people from other regions have noticed the commercial use of baobab. So now they are now processing some drinks. Currently, the drink is selling well in the market. Instead, that plant was supposed to be established where the baobab is in Wange. Unfortunately, the people there don't know. So now, those who know have deprived them.
But we see there's a lot of construction, especially in the urban areas. People are building houses, and people are always cutting down trees. Maybe in terms of your, what would you say to people in terms of the value of having trees in their yards, even if they are not fruit trees? But why should we not cut down trees, especially in the areas where we are staying?
Yeah, the cutting down of trees when people are doing construction is not a big problem. But the problem is if we don't replace the trees we removed when doing a construction, that's where there is a challenge. So I will encourage the people who are doing the construction to partner me so that we can come up with an affordable way how we can come up with an affordable tree. It's easy. If we can sit down, we can work together and come up with a tree replacement for where they are doing the constructions.
There are people who are like-minded, like you, who are passionate about trees, who may want to assist you. How can they maybe reach out to you, and maybe what are some of your needs in terms of this particular
Yeah,
project?
in fact, for this project to give us a good picture for the benefit of people who are currently living and the future generation, we need to come up with a big tree nursery. That's why earlier on I mentioned on provincial tree nurseries. But if the government can give me a big piece of land with the water, if they can assist me in sourcing the soil and tree planting pockets, I tell you, I can make wonders. I can produce it per year. I can produce over 1 billion avocados. And you must notice that I've been doing this for more than 10 years. So I now know a lot of things. I now know oh, where to get the seed, how you can do everything. If we can, I can be supported now with a big space, the planting pockets. In fact, the whole necessary infrastructure. I'm seeing Zimbabwe winning by 2030 on its production. And you must also realize that as the country, we're not getting much on food exports. In fact, we are importing. So now you try to look into it. You'll find that the people who are working, for instance, in South Africa, Ugo Chad, are Zimbabweans. And then you see now, we need to bring back these people this side so that we can produce the food for export. And for your own information, all the lemons sold in our retail outlets is imported, which is very embarrassing. Zimbabwe can produce lemons and export it all over the world. It is possible.
I do hope that you have been inspired, and you will definitely start planting trees in your home to make sure that the environment becomes more habitable, and hopefully we'll come back again and to see the progress that Mr. Masuku has made with his project, and hopefully he will get the necessary support that he needs from the government and other key stakeholders. Tune in again in the next edition of Fix My City. My name is Lesley Moyo.